lot of people aren't so positive or reassuring about having two directors on film, but from the day of the concept and me writing the script to now, the changes that have been made are unbelievable, and they've made the film so much better, and there's no way that I would have been able to get those ideas by doing it on my own. It's being able to bounce ideas of somebody else and also have their input as far as what they think would be good. It's been a great learning experience for me as far as letting people into your little baby. You write something and you're fairly protective of it, but I've learned a lot of lessons about opening up, and the results of what opening up opens, like what doors it opens for you is just unbelievable.
We both want each other's input on everything, but when it comes to the day of the shoot and stuff, for organisation reasons, we try to break it up that I'm just sticking with the actors and doing the performance, and he's just with the camera department doing the shots. Unfortunately, I think one of our downfalls has been that we do tend to overlap quite a bit, because obviously if he's got an opinion on the performance, he's not going to keep his mouth shut because he is a director, and if I have an opinion on the shot, then I feel the need to say it as well.
And you can see that they are all trying to come together with one central aim in mind, that is to make the best film that they possibly can, with a limited budget and limited time. Very limited, you know. They've got a hard task ahead of them.
Mm-hmm. Films, basically, it's set around a small country town. Well, that's the mood that we're going for anyway. It's a very racist town. It's sort of based on Inverell, which is a small country town up in the northwest where I grew up. And basically it's about a young Aboriginal boy's attempt to sort of fit into this small, closed-minded community. What he deals with as far as community-wise, social-wise, legally-wise, as with the police, as well as his family life, and how he sort of looks for solace in something or somebody, and pretty much fails due to the intense pressure from all these other surrounding factors. His one sort of saviour comes in the form of a girl that works at the bakery nearby that sort of fancies him, but unfortunately, as is the way with most of my scripts, that's not enough, and he is forced to eventually commit suicide.
I thought it was a pretty important story. It's a story that most young indigenous people are faced with, the struggles that come across in their lives, throughout their lives, and just the slight hope that there is somebody out there that connects with them that's not of an indigenous background, and it shows hope in them and friendship. In the long run, sometimes it ends in tragedy, as it does in this film, with his problems at home with his father, who's pretty violent towards him.
It was actually a concept that my father talked to me about a year and a half ago, and it was a light-hearted humour, which I'm not real good at writing, so I sort of took this one segment and filled it out for a short film and dramatised it, and the result is Helping Hands.
Move! Here, Leonard. Take your black ass somewhere else.
Dave wrote the script, and he grew up in kind of a country town where he did see a lot of this stuff going on and happening to a lot of his friends. So, I mean, obviously we feel very strongly about racism.
It's good to see these types of issues being presented in this form, in the form of film. It's an issue which needs to be explored, and it's a real issue. It's good that it's being brought out there.
There's deep messages in this film. There's something that we can all hopefully watch and learn.
It was just amazing because Luke, I met a few weeks ago. I was doing a play at Downstairs Belvoir, and he was doing the Conversations with the Dead upstairs, which is about Aboriginal deaths in custody. And I come in here and he's working on this film, which I don't know whether I should give away the storyline or not. But there's a similarity in the play that he was just in and the film that he's now starring in, this one.
And David's done a good job. And I know he come across a few problems with people asking, because he was not of a non-Indigenous background, and him writing this script about an Indigenous boy, where he come from and what right he has or whatever. But I know David, he said he grew up in, I think it was in Varel, and he knows a couple of guys I know, Owen Craigie and a couple of the Aboriginal boys up there. So I trusted his story, and he had I think he had help from one of the guys up there, Indigenous guys, Elder from the Inverell community, who helped him with the script and stuff. So I trusted that. And, I mean, he's pretty good. Pretty ambitious. He knows what he wants from a script, and yeah, I enjoy the script, and I enjoy working with both Lana and David.
As far as a white director and a white writer of a concept that revolves around someone of a different culture is difficult. It's difficult. We found difficulties with casting, with actually getting interest, because people were questioning my credentials as far as the topic that I'm dealing with, and so that proved problems. But all in all, I think, I can see their point of view as being worried about their culture and how they're perceived being sort of altered or made look worse than what it really is. But at the end of the day, I think it's a very positive idea that to have someone from a different culture dealing with these things. Lead actor Luke Carroll, Tosser, he's phenomenal. He's absolutely phenomenal. Don't know how we got him, pure luck. Kevy's responsible for that, but as soon as we auditioned him, and people will see from the film, he's just amazing. He is absolutely amazing. Direction, it's hard to give someone so talented direction, but it only takes one word to him about certain little things, and he nails it straight away the next time. He's an absolute joy to work with, and he's just a lovely guy. He's a really beautiful human being.
And Lana,
seeing him where Leonard is confronted by the police officer and asked or questioned quite arrogantly, I'd say, and forcibly, about him stealing something that he didn't steal, I think that's a very powerful scene.
Not real smart, are you?
Look, someone stole my guitar. I've got to find it. My dad's going to kill me.
Yeah. Maybe you should look a little closer to home.
What?
Where's the money, mate?
What money?
Look, mate, everyone saw you take
I
it.
took nothing.
The most striking sequence, I would hope, will be the opening and the final scene where Leonard's hanging from an extension cord in his bedroom. That is the most thought-provoking and emotional scenes in the film. The amount of people that have shown interest, and not only shown interest, but put a great amount of time into the film, from art direction.
So without Jan there, that's all right then?
Those are 1995.
Two lighting. The actors are just amazing. I still can't fathom how I ended up being able to direct such wonderful and easy to work with people, as well as extremely talented.
Yeah.
Mainly we just make sure that they are really feeling the emotion that they're trying to portray rather than just acting it.
There's no way this film would have happened without the positive feedback, as well as the positive work of the cast and crew.
Great, congratulations.
Thank you.